every turn a promise we keep. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Till the fun comes for the ride. Island hopping, here we come. Sunny skies and beating drums. Finding treasures new and old. Endless stories get untold. Campfire glow under the stars. Whispers of the moonlit stars. In every corner secret calls. The world awaits in wonder and flow. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Join the fun, come for the ride.
Welcome.
Forget about it.
Yep.
Forget about it.
To the PKAT Chat Hump Day Talk. I don't know. What do you think? Hump Day, you know,
Hump
the
day.
camel, Mike. One of the good ones?
Nope.
No?
My
No?
hump brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, "It's better than yours." Like,
What?
if you want to judge.
You say hump and camel, and I think of the old cigarette promo from the 80s and 90s for the cigarette company, Joe Camel.
True. All right. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Yes, we have another live, our normal live this week. We did go live on Monday. So if you missed that, head back to our channel after this live and take a look at it. We linked up with Tony, or Antonio, from Cruising with Calandra, and we were doing some drone talk. So some good info there.
Yep, we learned about drones.
Yep.
That was a fun one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We should do some more interviewing because that was a great way to learn some things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
if there's somebody you guys want us to interview, let us know.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. But we are going to be talking today about what cruise line is right for you. So we'll talk a lot about contemporary lines mainly, since those are the most popular, and we might dabble into a few of the other ones. So,
And don't forget the poll.
yes.
We have a poll posted.
And we do have a poll posted about what do you look at when you book a cruise. So make sure you answer that, and we'll take a look and go from there. So before we get started, let's welcome in those poll, Eddie, not poll. I know. My verbiage sometimes
Your
gets
Floridian's coming out.
starts to mess up. So. All right, so let's welcome in some of our peeps.
Can I welcome in some peeps?
Sure, go ahead.
Yo.
Yo, Eddie.
And then,
That.
yep, and just so we know, as we get started, Eddie is pulling a me from the Go Live Together crew, and he is doing one word chats.
One letter chats.
Or I'm sorry, one letter chats.
Yeah.
Guys.
And I'm pretty much sure, it's hola, use guys, K, pasa, knuckle.
I like how we're all tilting our head to the side to try and read it. Like,
PKAT, forget about it. Something, a bunch of other letters.
Rules.
2/19/2025.
Yep. And thanks for watching our show. We ran out of time reading his chats. You guys have a great time. We'll see you next week.
And Eddie is, of course, saying hump what? It's hump day. You know, yes.
The day to hump.
Yeah. I'm clearly rubbing off on your wife.
Right?
On your wife.
I know what it is. Oil change.
No.
Oh, and Eddie recommends we try to get Jeremy on here one night to talk about Nightbot. That might be a good idea.
Well, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
We also have Nancy cruising with Keith's mom. Hello.
God, the man!
Gotta go in order.
I did. I said hello to Scott.
Oh, we missed it.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry. And then yes. So you can continue. Yes, we welcomed in.
Hello there.
Hello.
And then we do have some yo-yo-yos and some Cappies back and forth with saying hi in the chat.
Yes.
So excellent.
And I'm not hiding tonight, everybody. I'm just still at work.
That's right. Good thing to tell everyone about.
Yeah.
Working.
She's multitasking.
And we do have
Guys.
Internet of Fun has come in. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And then we also have oh wait, I hit the wrong one. Controversial Cruising again.
Adventures Unseen.
Yes, Adventures Unseen. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. that's it.
Hi.
So thank you for coming in. All right. So let's talk about cruise lines.
What's the first thing you consider when picking a cruise line?
Yes. I don't know. What do you
CJ?
consider? CJ, what do you consider the first time you're looking?
Price is a pretty big factor. Money doesn't grow on trees anymore.
Yes.
Not anymore.
No,
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, it used to.
It used
used
to
to.
years and years ago, and
They
Yeah.
ran out of it or printed
yeah,
too much
it's like
of
the
it?
Twenty too
rainforest.
much.
Like the rainforest, they cut them all down. So for me, price, but there's a cost value equation to everything that I
Right.
do analyze. I am kind of I'm anal in that respect. Lots of spreadsheets for spreadsheets and things too. So I don't mind spending a little bit more when the quality is there or when it's very specific to what I'm looking to do.
Drop
I'm
by
not sure why
Christine.
there was a random jump in there by
Drive by Christine.
yeah, drive by Christining. Thanks for stepping right over my lines. Appreciate that, girl. But no, the cost value, and again, you really have to decide what are you looking to go on just a 3-day weekend party? Are you taking the fam on that once a year time that you do all, get away before your kids grow up, get to their teens, decide they know it, all hate you and don't want to talk to you until they need money in their 20s? Or you, empty nesters who are looking for, luxury, or like the four of us, finding an adventure somewhere. I mean, these are all important, items to narrow down before you decide what cruise line or which of the segments that you're going to research and try to fit to your needs. A good travel agent like Ryan and Melinda can help you with that.
That's right. Welcome in Vintage Style by Joe.
Yo, Joe.
Foolish mortals.
But yeah, price is definitely one of our main factors because obviously money does not grow on trees anymore.
Yep.
So that in a close second, I would say is based on the experience. You said if the experience can justify the cost, then I'm willing to pay a little bit more too.
Exactly. Look, we had initially planned a trip that didn't work out, but it was going to take us to just technically touch South America, a continent and a place I've never been to. So I was willing to spend a little more initially to fly to the port to leave, since it wasn't from here in the States, and then take that little bit longer trip. I know it didn't work out, a couple of years back due to COVID and other problems, but that was something that was a justifiable, cost value, trade-off for me personally. So I wasn't picky about what cruise line it would have been. Just like the Europe trip we have coming up at the end of this year. I didn't really care what ship it was or cruise line it was going to be. I wanted to get to see the Northern Lights up there in the Arctic Circle, in Norway. And so, it could have been, John's budget longboats, and I probably would have hopped on.
I mean, that may be taking it a little bit to an extreme there, dear.
Absolutely. And welcome in Tony from Cruising with Calandra.
Hey,
How you doing?
That's
how
right.
you doing?
Yep. Like I said earlier, if you missed our Monday show, go back and take a look. We had a really good chat about drones with Tony. So take a look. Take a look.
All right,
That's
so
Yep. We also have another one.
yeah,
Whatever floats your boat.
hello.
Whatever floats your boat.
Welcome to the party, pal.
So welcome in, Angie. All right. So yeah, knowing your travel style, your cruise style is also a big thing to consider. For instance, if you're looking for a more subdued atmosphere, you're not going to want to get on a 3-day Carnival ship, or really even a 3-day Royal ship in some cases. Those shorter
destination
cruises.
pending, exactly. The mega ships that are doing 3 days, to the Nassau and to the Caribbean. Those are just really, really big party boats.
Yep. Well, because let's face it, they're inexpensive, right? We're talking about budget being one of the things to consider.
Yep.
So it's very inexpensive. Short time, usually goes over the weekend, so less time that you have to take off of for work.
Or kids out of school. Or
taking kids out of school. Yep. So, if you're trying to look for something that's not a super duper party rowdy atmosphere, then a short 3-day or 4-day on a contemporary line's probably not the best choice for you.
Most likely that's just a bunch of people who want to party. That's it.
Let's be honest; those are usually the length of cruises that all of the content with people fighting and pushing and stuff like that is usually off of those short 3 or 4-day people who get the unlimited drink package and try to pack as much alcohol in their system as they can in those 3 days.
Sure, and we've seen some doozies, but I gotta tell you guys, it sure was fun a couple years ago when people would say to us, "What are you doing this weekend?" "Oh, nothing. We're just going to Nassau for the weekend. We're going to Bahamas."
Yeah.
We went on weekenders like
Weekend, yes.
all the time. We lived so close.
Yep. Back when money still grew on trees. I remember those days. Yeah.
Well, we had a double whammy. Money grew on trees for all of us back then.
Yeah.
And the industry had just restarted post-COVID, and so there were just incredible deals
Just
to
begging
entice people to come back on.
Yeah.
Great deals.
So
Yeah, we met some pretty cool people. Sailing when COVID was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's focus. The party atmosphere. If you're looking for that, which some people do want to look for that, then you're like we just said.
It'd be Carnival, Royal, maybe Norwegian, but
Depends on
Borderline
where it's
Royal.
going and length of trip, but sometimes they,
yeah,
you might be able to squeak them in there, but
and that's
I would
also they're geared towards families too.
Yeah.
you are dealing with a lot of kids on that, clearly. Which
You
the
have the
only
water
place they
park,
belong.
rides, all that.
I know kids. I mean, I'm cool with kids on a cruise ship. On deck, -1, shoveling the coal into the boiler.
You're so bad. But
So bad.
no, I get it. But so if you are a family, then those actually are good. I mean, we did Carnival exclusively for years because we loved the atmosphere there.
It was cheap.
It was cheap, so it worked with our budget as a young couple with a young child. Desi, although she was a little crown princess that never wanted to go to Camp Carnival, she still had fun because there was a lot of stuff to do as a family, little scavenger hunts that we could do together. The Groove for St. Jude's, the little Build-A-Bear thing that they had online.
Right.
So there was still a lot of stuff to do there. The little kids' water park, she had a blast doing. So it was perfect for us when we had children and we wanted to interact with that kind of atmosphere. And I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't hesitate at all.
Oh no, I don't regret going on Carnival for so long. It was fun. It was for what we needed at the time.
Yep.
Now that we're empty nesters, though, we've decided to go, I guess, on our grown-up cruises now to
Not too grown up.
So say now we have passed that, and although I remember what it's like to have a child, I also remember what it was like to have a child and be a responsible, in my mind, parent to, if my child was screaming or crying, to take them out of the dining room or take them out of the movie theater or take them out of the show. versus letting them scream at the top of their lungs, distracting everyone else from being able to enjoy their meal. Yes, I wanted to enjoy my meal, but I'm not going to, you have to make sacrifices. And one of them is, okay, I'm going to go outside for a little bit and calm the child down.
Well,
that little
I'm going to
rat.
jump in because some of the cruise lines now are doing a really good job of having like family areas where they're having like family lounges in places where the small kids can go, safe space. You can have a nice meal or whatever. So they're trying to contain, I guess.
Yeah.
An area for the families. So
controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what the Harbor Family Suites on Carnival is all about. They have a group room that has a place that you can grab snacks and couches and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then they can go breakfast there. They can go play games there. It's a safe space for kids. And that way you don't have to worry about them, disrupting things.
Yeah. Ooh, and you are absolutely right.
Yeah, we've done that, made that mistake too.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Price is usually higher too when you go during spring break.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we got Sherilyn.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hello there.
Welcome in. And then we also have Mel Run Things.
Oh, another Mel?
Yep.
Woohoo!
Listening.
Hello.
Awesome. Welcome in. So Carnival for us, if you're looking for that family atmosphere, inexpensive costs, that's still kind of a go-to.
So know your style. Know your cruising style.
Basically,
or trying to figure out your cruising style.
Establishing your style so that you can pick the appropriate segment is your first step.
Yep. Now, if you're looking at, in my mind, a step above that, but still family oriented, still with a lot of stuff to do, and a decent mix, that's when we start talking about what we've been doing for the last 3 years in Royal. Royal Caribbean's kind of that next stepping stone.
Yeah, your price point's going to be a little bit higher. Your amenities are going to be a little bit different.
Yep. But for us, and what we've seen going from exclusively Carnival to Royal, you're getting a step up in service and offerings on all of their ships now. Carnival in the back end has started to mimic them when the Mardi Gras came out and Celebration and Jubilee, to start getting more specialty restaurants and start, incorporating what we've seen incorporated on Royal to compete. But I still think Royal does kind of edge out Carnival. If I had a choice between the two, it would be Royal.
Yeah, I think Royal's a trendsetter, basically. So I think a lot of the cruise lines are falling behind them and mimicking them.
Yeah.
Welcome
in, Mike.
Ryan's pushing all the buttons tonight. I'm lazy.
Yep, she is.
Really?
I pushed enough buttons at work today.
Yeah.
Except for self-destruct.
That means she made somebody angry.
Yeah.
Right. But so let's talk about Royal Caribbean and style. So you guys have been on a lot of Royal as well. So what are some of your observations that you say, okay, this would be Royal would be your style if you like XYZ?
With such a large number of ships in their fleet, whether it's the mega ships now or the things that we come to prefer, the smaller ships, your Radiance class and such, they really have something that'll fit any one of those cruise styles. We liked being on the ships out of Tampa, when we left on a Friday and we're back on a Monday. Or take the Monday as well or whatnot. When you go to Mexico instead of the Caribbean, get the extra day. And on the smaller ships, we didn't have the unnecessary party atmosphere. You could go seek it out and find places to do that, but it was a little bit more subdued. It was a little bit of a step up. But then we went on Wonder, and it was like going to a floating House of Mouse.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, in my opinion. If I wanted to go to the House of Mouse, I'd drive 2 hours over to Orlando and go. But then we look at what we did in Alaska. Ovation was between that Radiance class, and the mega ships.
That was a
And
nice
it was like really the optimal size ship. And it wasn't just that we were going to Alaska, which was an amazing trip, but the ship I felt like it had just the right number of varying amenities for everyone across the board. And you could really fit any one of those travel styles on that. Depending in that particular class. So that, Royal, like I said, Mel said it right. Royal has been a trendsetter with things of that nature. I don't know if I love their current trend they're setting with the mega ships, spending what you spend for, a weekend to the Caribbean. It's actually cheaper to fly and get a hotel there than it is to take some of those in that respect. But I would have to say that you can, I'm looking forward to taking that next step at this point to Princess and to Celebrity to take that, that next step up now that our kids aren't traveling with us either at this point.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking for personally.
Well, one other thing, like when you mentioned Alaska, so when you're researching and you're going to a certain destination like Alaska, it's worth researching the ship that you're going to be on, because Ovation was built for the weather for Alaska. There was a lot of more enclosed areas versus sun decks and stuff. So we got to enjoy, the pools because they were enclosed, because they were heated and stuff like that. And there was more activities inside too.
Yeah.
Because it was so cold.
Yep. So that's definitely one thing to consider, not just the overall what cruise line is good for you, but what ship is good for you based on what you want to do.
Right.
If your idea, let's say Alaska, is I'm going to stay in my room and just look out the windows, well, then any cruise line, any ship, look for the atmosphere that works for you. But if you're looking, for instance, for a specific place to go, let's talk about Glacier Bay.
Yep.
Our ship was too big. That's why we didn't go to Glacier Bay.
Our
Our ship was too big to get in there. So now you have to try to balance the atmosphere of the cruise line that works for you with the size ship that actually can go to the destination you want to go to. Find the closest match. Princess being that next tier up, we were talking about it being the premier lines. They kind of have a stranglehold on the Alaska market. They made a lot of good deals and a lot of good, hey, we'll do this if you do that. And they really get the priority to go into Glacier Bay and some of the other more exclusive areas. So Princess might be your cruise line regardless if you want to go to specific areas. So knowing what to expect as well versus what you want to see is going to be as good, because I think some of the people who go on cruises and like, oh, I hated it, is because they came in with a set of this is what I expect, but they didn't research the cruise line to see if that cruise line catered towards that kind of thought process. Like someone who wants to, let's talk Virgin, for instance, right? Adult only. Someone who doesn't like kids and they prefer adult only cruises. Okay, they need to go to Virgin. They get on a Carnival or a Royal and it's geared towards family. Of course, they're going to have a bad experience because there's going to be kids everywhere and it's not their style of cruising. So
this is where a travel agent, can come in. All right, we say some hellos.
All right, yes, let's say some hellos. We got some more people coming in, and then we'll continue talking. So we have. I always get lost here.
Hold on.
My chat button stopped working. I can't see the stuff anymore today.
Mike.
Here we go. We got Traveling Fools have come in. Welcome in. Welcome
to the party, pal.
And then we've got some hellos. Yes. So, yes, we did.
That did happen today.
I haven't officially partied yet. I like to wait 72 hours.
Make sure they watched 3 minutes and it didn't drop them.
Exactly. But yes, I can say, Joe, that, that was amazing. Kevin, did a solid. He did a really, awesome thing and put us up on the screen and really helped push the last 10 that we needed. with the live tracker. It definitely meant a lot to us. So
Yep, we're sitting at 1,008.
Yep, 1,008 right now. So again, I like to wait 72 hours, make sure nothing drops off before we officially celebrate. But keep your eyes out. We will have a live. So I guess we'll take here to pause really fast. We will absolutely have a live where we celebrate that, and we'll have some giveaways and things like that. So keep your eyes out. I know I've got a lot of lives already set, and then I update the subject usually a week or two out. We'll try to make sure that we do a much further time out to be our celebration and giveaways. We're putting together some prize packs and stuff like that. So when we celebrate our official 1,000, hitting that monetize button for the ads, we will do some giveaways and celebrate that on one of our upcoming lives.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So we have Alice, Lugo
Hello,
Studios.
Hi,
Hello.
Alice.
So welcome in. Eddie had a good observation as well. The harmony was not as big on the inside as it looks like on the outside. And that's actually a good
That's true.
observation, because let's talk harmony and Utopia and the Wonder are all the same class ship. Yet, if you look at the tonnage and the amount of people,
They vary a lot.
they vary greatly. So it's more like the overall kind of hull design is one thing, but then they've optimized the spaces or increased dimensions very slightly on some of the more recent ones. So
I think we are caught up in the chat.
are we caught up? Let's scroll down and see. Got some hellos, got some hellos. Oh, yeah, there. Pull up Eddie's. Yeah, I want to experience this. I think your mouse is
My
dying.
mouse is dying. Sorry.
So Virgin is an awakening experience. That's I've heard. That's what I've heard. So
Are you saying
if
that?
anyone, if anyone is
You
interested,
like those pineapples there.
yeah, if anyone's interested in getting a little bit more of a taste of what it's like to go on Virgin, go, and if you have Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, go look for the 2-season series called The Cruise. It's actually kind of I'm sure some of it is scripted, but it's about the Scarlet Lady on Virgin, and they follow some cruise travelers going on, the 5 and 6 day cruises. So you kind of get a taste of what it's like to be on the ship and in some of the port of calls with Virgin. So it's pretty cool. I definitely want to go take a look at it.
Bring your pineapples.
Mel, she couldn't be on the yesterday's live. Congratulations. We appreciate it, Mel.
Yep. Thank you so much, Mel. That's okay. Yeah, I've lucked out because I work from home, and I've got some free time, so I usually keep Tuber Chat and a lot of other lives going and can pop in and out pretty much most days, unless I have a meeting that's going on that I have to focus on.
Do a celebration live Friday night. Friday night's going to be real tough. I don't know if there's going to be the kind of internet service available.
Yeah, we're camping this weekend, so
We're going to be in the woods.
Oh, we still have Travelfy. We might be able to make it work.
We'll see. Friday's
Streaming is a whole different
Saturday,
world than just
maybe.
making it work.
And we still got to do some reviews of our campers.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know. Don't worry, Eddie. We will do it. But plus, we also have to put together the prize packs, and some of the stuff is not here that we're trying to put together. So
Some of them
we
are still on
wanna
a
make
slow cruise, a slow cruise ship from China.
sure- right. All right. So back to what we were talking about, and I got totally sidetracked
If you
on
walk
that.
along
Yeah.
the hallways of cabin, that is the Harmony. It felt like a launch ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back and
Getting back on top.
Yes.
As we're
Sorry.
already approaching
cruise line
7
is
o'clock.
best for you. So obviously you want to, factor in a lot of things, who you're traveling with, obviously, and what kind of style of cruising you're looking for, obviously, budget.
And then, are you about the ship? I say this all the time. I've been saying it for years. Are you about the ship, or are you about the destination / ports of call?
correct.
Because I
Right.
can tolerate a less favorable ship if I'm going to somewhere that's totally new or cool or on a bucket list to get to. Or if I'm just going to the same, somewhere I may have been once or twice, maybe I want a little bit more pampering on that ship, because I've been to the ports a few times. So,
Right.
That's once you've established, what type of your style is, and potentially a cruise line, that's the next important factor to plan in.
Yeah.
And we've looked at it both ways. If you think about our New Year's cruise that we took, that was more ports because we were looking at Barbados and Tortola, Virgin Gorda, Antigua.
Yep.
So that was all about the port. Yep. And we were like, it's on the Grandeur. That's an old ship, so it's not that great. But we want to go to these ports.
The price was good on the Grandeur because it was an older ship.
So it was good price port.
Some of the best service that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Grandeur was the best service.
That may have been. I mean, Independence of the Seas when Captain Gus is running it is pretty tight ship, but that was definitely right up there.
Yeah, because on the smaller ships, I think the crew just is a little bit more tight knit, and so it's just everything's running so much smoother.
Yeah,
sure.
And then on the flip side, we wanted to go on the Wonder because we wanted to experience the ship, and those ports of call were ones that we've been to a million times, but. We wanted to experience the ship itself. So definitely
good old nobody gets off the boat in NASA cruise.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's not working out as much anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Alice has got a question for us.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Have we ever done a TA cruise? No, we have not yet.
However, our in-laws, both mine and Christine's, have done lots of them in many directions and on multiple coasts, as in, so trans-Pacific as well as transatlantic in my parents' situation. So it's on a to-do list. The real big problem in our world that I can't justify it. I'm not allowed to take that much time off from work to do that. I just can't. And it's a hard pill to swallow to spend money on a ship and spend 9.5 hours on a laptop working, and trying to do voice chat, communications and stuff. So, but it is definitely on a to-do list.
See, for me, I wouldn't mind, but it is the price of the internet does get a little costly on a cruise that long.
Yep.
But I can tell you when I first started working remotely and we were cruising at least once or twice a month, I worked on every single cruise.
Yeah, we'd get there, she'd get on a Friday, in the middle of the day. We'd still be in port for the most part, so she was still really good with internet. And maybe have to pop in on the weekend for an hour or two over it, and then we got off the ship Monday morning and you guys drove home sometimes.
One would work, the other would drive.
Yeah.
Or usually I would drive sometimes because I had the day off anyway, and you guys would all work remotely while I drove everyone home.
Yeah. It's the few times that I didn't drive, when work took precedence.
Yeah. Welcome in, Jen. Welcome in.
Hi, Jen.
Hello.
Yeah. But definitely transatlantic is on our to-do list. Mediterranean's on our to-do list. Europeans on our to-do list. You guys are already doing the bucket list with Norway.
We're doing that one
this coming year. And I want to do a Hawaii one as well. And then get back to Alaska again.
Yeah. And then maybe start talking about some European cruises.
Yeah, maybe some river cruises in the distant future when we can afford that price tag.
When the Greens.
A little Viking longboat.
Yes.
Actually, CJ and I were just talking about that the other day because I said to him, it's time to start thinking about 2026. Do we want to do another overseas cruise, or do you want to stay back a little bit and do some of these group cruises that are more local? And
she didn't like my answer, and we'll leave it at that.
I was getting ready to say, I understand there's something called the Booze Cruise 4.0, hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios,
That's
Galveston,
true.
Texas.
Which I'd really like to go to. But Ryan and Melinda, guess what? That costs a lot of boxes of
Shingles.
They're supposed to say shingles. They've
Sorry.
paid a million times.
How about I pay for your roof? You pay for the wedding.
I'll pass. Well, I
So-
mean, I'd pay for the wedding, but she wouldn't like my entertainment.
Wait, do we officially welcomed in Jen, right? I did.
Yes.
We
Yes,
will.
we
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
Making sure. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I left.
I
her
wanted
up
to
there.
make sure.
Yeah.
'Cause
So I think we're caught up with
Yeah,
her.
don't leave her unread. That's rude.
I know, right? Just totally unrude.
There, I marked this.
All right.
My mouse is dying.
But yeah, so that's why I always use this, because you never charge your mouse.
I always charge my mouse. I just use it a lot.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
And Jen also says she's doing a European cruise. And wait, I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
Mhm.
Hold on, Eddie. She's doing a cruise in October.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Very cool.
Yep. And then
Oh, we
Eddie,
still see
yeah,
our in-laws.
the seaside, yeah.
Yes, that's the one we're all gonna crash.
Okay.
Crash Eddie's wedding anniversary.
Okay. All right.
Ugh.
So we
Be
are
there
caught
for
up in the chat.
Party.
Yep.
June 1st. I don't know if I can do that. We'll probably still be hungover from a wedding.
Yeah, that's a month after Desi's
Oh
wedding,
yeah, it's a
so
month. Not
we're still gonna be bleeding wedding money. So that one I think would be out of reach. But we'll see you guys on the 4.0. We're already set up for the 4.0 for sure. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, before we move on, we're talking about group cruises. There's something happening this November, Mel. What is that?
gobble gobble.
Is it a gobble and go cruise? Take a
thought it
look
was-
at this.
That was a gravy boat.
Attention all adventurers and travel lovers. Are you ready to embark on the ultimate getaway? Join PK Adventure Travels for an unforgettable group cruise aboard the brand new MSC World America, a ship that redefines luxury and adventure on the high seas. This is a 7-night Caribbean cruise departing from vibrant Miami, Florida on November 22nd, 2025. Imagine spending Thanksgiving week surrounded by turquoise waters, warm sunshine, and breathtaking destinations. Here's what's in store. Explore the tropical paradise of Roatan, Honduras. Discover the stunning beauty of Costa Maya, Mexico. Dive into the vibrant culture and crystal clear waters of Cozumel, Mexico. And enjoy pure relaxation on MSC's private island, Ocean Cay, where white sand beaches and exclusive experiences await. You don't want to miss this opportunity to cruise, connect, and create memories with like-minded travelers. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or both, this cruise has it all. Spaces are limited, and this is your chance to sail with PK Adventure Travels and experience the Caribbean like never before. Call now or visit us online to reserve your spot. The countdown to your dream vacation starts now.
Okay.
All right.
So
yes, so gobble and go cruise. I know the poll was like turkey gravy boat, but honestly,
Yeah, it
we
was
had already
gravy
put
boat.
in the.
Get away.
I kind of like it, but we already put in the gobble and go in the MSC
System.
to name the group cruise.
and that's what we ran with.
We were under the impression we could change it, but it was such a pain to get it set up with the appropriate prices. I saw no option to change it. I'm like, all right, I know everyone wanted the gravy boat.
Yeah, gravy boat getaway.
T-shirts made if you want gravy boat on there.
Yeah,
I'm on the gravy boat cruise.
that's right. But like we always say, we just lucked out with our grabbing of rates, and they're all based on double occupancy. So if you need more than 2 in a room, it's going to be at current rates. But for double occupancy, we are still running between $300 and $400 cheaper per person. So we're talking $600 to $800 cheaper per cabin than the going rates. And this is a holiday Thanksgiving cruise, so it's just going to keep going up. It's a holiday week. So if you want to get in on it, click the links below. You can just email Mel or I at our Expedia account. We'll put Facebook has the flyer with the prices that includes tips. And our amenity for the cruise right now is $50 per cabin onboard credit. So there's some cool stuff. And if we get more, then we can offer more if we get more cabins booked and
Right.
expand the group.
All right. So last category.
Yeah. Last but not least, to close out the night.
Cruise loyalty programs and perks. That could also contribute to when you're picking out a cruise.
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth.
Sure is.
Yeah. So let's be honest. If you're going to be spending thousands upon thousands of dollars, then you might want to see good benefits as a return on your investment. If loyalty and perks is not your thing, obviously that also, can gear you towards what cruise lines to go to or to bounce around. But if you're big into loyalty programs and be like, hey, if I'm going to spend thousands of dollars, what are you giving me in return for me continuing to come back versus the next cruise line? It's definitely something to consider on what you want, what cruise lines offer that, and then see if the atmosphere is right for you.
Or if they have a ship and itinerary that fit your atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Mel and I can speak to this 100%, which is why we switched to Royal, not only to go with you guys because you're awesome,
We totally are.
but because we have seen or had seen the past guest perks for Carnival severely decline to the point where it was laughable on what they were giving past guests as a thank you for spending thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Right. And for the record, I don't need a gift every time I get on board.
You don't?
Yeah, if you give me
Man, I
like,
wish my wife felt that way. My onboard cruise bill would be a lot less.
I'd be okay just having like a welcome on board drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or buy or get a free picture, something like that. That would definitely keep me cruising.
Yeah. So with Carnival, when we first started, you had priority tenders, priority boarding, priority disembarkation. You've got free entry into the blackjack tournament or the slots tournament. You've got the past guest party that you would go to. You've got a really nice chocolate covered strawberries thing. The past guest gifts were like decent stuff. We
got backpacks.
They
cups,
were like the Tervis tumblers, like USB charging devices, some really nice stuff. And then it went from USB hubs to literally a luggage tag or this little box of postcard things that were smaller than a coaster in a flimsy tortilla package. And they took away the free entry, and then it was buy one, get one free. And now I think that's even gone now. If I
don't know. I guess we'll give you an update on that in July when we see what our gift is.
Yeah.
We used to get free laundry. I think a lot of that may have backed down now. It used to be unlimited, period, but now it's dependent on how many days you're on there, and that's how many free laundries you get.
Yeah, but anyway, the loyalties, I mean, it's not a big part of a decision maker for us, but it is nice to be, rewarded, I guess, or reminded of why you keep coming back.
Acknowledge.
Yep.
Acknowledge. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
So when we started looking, actually, before I finish that, let's welcome in Jeremy.
Hey,
Jeremy.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't subscribed to Jeremy's account, Hats on a Mission, you need to. So Jeremy, make sure. Oh, you already did it. Hit the PKAT. He hand knits all these hats and takes them out and gives them to the needy out there in Galveston when it's freezing cold. So it's really a good, wholesome channel and idea. So definitely go out there and support that channel.
Okay, my mouse officially died.
Okay. So that was one of the things as well. So we were talking about perks. Mel says, perks are, not important to her. Technically, they're not super important to me, but also I do personally get insulted by some of the stuff that, hey, thank you so much for all, the $500,000 you spent over the last 15 years. Here's a luggage tag. Kind of like a slap in the face for me. And also the lack of options. I know Carnival was designed around keeping things affordable. And so they're going to have less, flash money to give. But you were kind of pigeonholed. This is the gift. This is what you get. Whereas on Royal, I feel like there's some variety. I mean, you get a little bit of free internet as far as loyalty. You get a free picture. You get some free drinks. So there's
a pretty good laundry discount until you get to the top where you get a freebie.
Yeah. But I like that because it's not tangible like a lot of carnivals are, but it's helpful. I mean, who doesn't like to have a free day of Wi-Fi if you do want to connect, or one picture of your cruise that you don't have to pay for to keep the memories, and having those 4 or 5 drinks a day in this case that you can get throughout the whole cruise versus a single drink on Carnival. No pictures are for free, no Wi-Fi for free at all. It's very minimal. And I think that really goes a long way as well, because, I mean, a single day, it's not going to break the bank or break your bandwidth for past guests to give them a single day that can be used randomly.
It could be their advantage to actually give you Wi-Fi, because you could be posting, I'm on my cruise, I'm on my Carnival cruise or my Royal Caribbean cruise, and throwing it out there, you're having a good time. It's free advertisement for them.
Yep. And then, Jen's right that Royal and Celebrity, they do the loyalty match since they're underneath the same umbrella, if you will.
Yeah, Princess and Carnival do not do that.
Yep, they don't do that.
No.
And MSC now is matching. So wherever you have the top loyalty right now, they'll match your status for MSC. So,
and Princess has had, I don't know if it's still active, but Princess had, I think, a match post-COVID for a short period of time as well.
They did. We missed
Virgin
that,
did
and
too.
so did Virgin, and we missed out on the match for Virgin. But we definitely got MSC's match. We got Celebrity match.
MSC's still going on too.
Yes, they are. That's because they're trying to gobble up U.S. market share. So I expect they'll hold on to that until they have hit their saturation point that they're.
And I'm anxious to see, the World America, because looking at some of the designs, I mean, if you saw the Super Bowl and now you're seeing the commercials with Drew Barrymore and Orlando Bloom, they have really taken a leaf again out of Royal, the trendsetter, and have brought in what has been successful for Royal and incorporated it into the World America with the dry slides and, the swing that goes over the edge. I can't wait to try that one. And some, more water slides, and then, kind of gearing some of the food again more towards American versus the European flares that are still good to experience. But let's face it, a lot of Americans who are getting on don't enjoy the differences in culinary styles from Europe to what they're used to here in the States.
I'll eat almost anything except mayonnaise. That's gross.
Except mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is disgusting. It should be outlawed in every part of the world. But anyway.
What were you saying, Christine?
I was just going to say, when it comes to like loyalty and your cruise lines, I also think it's also kind of like going to your favorite coffee shop or your regular down the street at the local restaurant. There is a certain sense of, besides getting those perks, you get on a ship like Independence. We were on Independence a lot right after COVID. It got to a point where it's like I walked on that ship and I knew people. They remembered me from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And you kind of get that feeling of like community where, I'm home, So I think that also plays a huge role in picking your cruises. Just that feeling of, that's my coffee shop. That's my cruise line.
Vintage Style by Joe had to leave us.
Yep. Well, night.
It's getting late anyway. We probably need to start to wrap this up.
All right. Our poll? What's our poll?
Oh yeah, let's close out the poll and let's see what we got here. So again, our question was basically talking about how do you go about finding your correct cruise. That's a cruise for you. All right. So 50% of everyone who is watching today do look for lowest price. Then you have 25% who like to focus on adult-only experience. 12% for kids and family. And 12% are like, it's a cruise. I just want to be on a ship.
I understand the last 12%. That makes sense. And the 12% with the family, don't worry, you'll outgrow that in a couple of years.
Yep, absolutely. But But yeah, look at Eddie play.
Don't have.
You got to get sad trumpet on there,
Oh yeah, I don't know if I have that. Actually,
Nice.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
very nice, very nice. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully, our chat tonight has helped you kind of think through some of the different experiences that you can have on the cruise ships, and shed some light on that for your next adventure.
Why, Christine, your glasses look so pretty.
Yes.
Look at
All
our
right.
compliments.
Yeah. So everyone have a good evening. Be safe out there. I know there's still some bad cold weathers going through up north. So if
But
you're
not
up
here.
there, I know not here.
But not here.
So be
We have really
careful.
nice weather.
And we will talk with you all again in a week. So
Yep.
have a good night, and we'll see you on.
The scenic route.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.